What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So we have the final review video on the Datsun pickup by NPC for the 48-hour group build, and I gotta say, this thing was actually pretty fun. Right off the bat, I am so glad how well. I'm actually really surprised how well this came together for being an NPC kit, because we all know how NPC kits are. Originally, most of them are complete trash, but this one actually was not. So before we get started, let's go and check the time, and a little bit above 19 minutes past 6 o'clock. Very good time, a few hours left before the actual build ends, so we are in very good hands. So let's go ahead and show you all what we did to it, and we'll be done with this year's 48-hour build until next year. So the body is in gray because I found this awesome picture online. I thought it was super cool. I thought it looked pretty good in gray, and I was like, what the heck? So I went ahead and painted it in dark gray XF54 by Tamiya. Then it down, used my airbrush, and it looks incredible. I really love how this turned out. I never really used Tamiya paints for bodies, but it's definitely not my first time I used Tamiya paints on bodies. I think it's my third or fourth time doing this, but Tamiya paints are incredible. The reason why I did Tamiya, not splash paints, is because Tamiya paints are water-based or alcohol-based, because you mix it with alcohol or rub the alcohol, and it dries super fast. Like as soon as you spray it down with an airbrush and you get done with the whole body, that whole panel is all dry. So you just move on to the second coat, then you're pretty much done. So that's why I like Tamiya paint, because they dry super fast and very easily. So that's what I did, and I actually took a risk of clear coat of my 2K clear. I just love doing that, but it's actually my first year doing 2K clear. On my last two builds I didn't do clear because I didn't want to take a risk, but this year I was like, you know what, I'm getting better with clear coating, getting a lot better with my airbrushing paint jobs, so I'm gonna take a risk. Because my risk is I could not get no orange peel or no pivots in my clear coat, which I do get the 10 a lot, but this time was perfect. No pivots, no orange peel. I did two coats and it turned out perfect, but I had a little extra clear in my airbrush, so I did a little mist coat. So this is basically 2.5 coats right here of clear, and it's incredible. I just love how it turned out. Nice shiny high gloss clear to it. The wheels are the same color as the body, and I just like it. It overall looks pretty good. The interior color, I gotta find the color again, here it is. We did medium gray, XF20, mixing it with the body color, XF54 dark sienna gray, the body color, because I didn't want it this light, and I didn't want it to match the body color, obviously. So I did 50-50 mix between these two, and I got like an in-between interior color, which actually looks very good in this truck. So, and basically the whole truck's all one color. The dashboard, the seats, the floor, it's basically all the same exact color, because back then, you know, there's no two tones really, there's no, you know, three tones. Basically all one two-tone, like, you know, one color and then the next. That's it. So that turned out pretty good. The outside, there's no chrome except the mirrors, and other than that, the grill I painted black. So it's bumper. I stripped the bumper. The front bumper is actually chrome, but I stripped it and painted black, just like a picture. And that's pretty much it. The wheels are actually molded in white and all that good stuff, so it looks pretty good. If you want to, I didn't realize this, but if you want to paint the tail light buckets the same body color, you might as well just glue those on before paint. Use you know, cement, plastic cement, because I didn't know you can glue those on before, but they actually glue it on the bottom of the bed. So it took a little bit to get the CA glue to mount to those, but it's okay. I got them on there. But if you want to do the same body color, if I were you, just CA or just use actual welding cement to weld those taillight buckets on there. But other than that, the outside is incredible. The interior is incredible. a light detail on the seats and door panels, but I didn't really care. You hardly see the inside anyway. I flocked the interior with this light gray flocking, and it looks pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and stop this thing. Show you the bottom side a little bit. Bottom side, very cool. It's basically all the same body color. I looked at some pictures. It took me a long time to find these pictures, but basically the whole bottom side of the bed is all body color. This part's black, so that's what we did, and it looks pretty good. I like how there's a little gas tank in there. That's separate, and exhaust. Looks very cool. Very good under here. I'm really glad how this turned out. The engine fit in there perfectly. One thing I'm gonna tell you, let me get the hood right off. Let's go move on to the engine, shall we? So there's a filter that goes on the side of the engine, and it tells you to put that on before you slide the chassis or the engine into the body. Don't do that. I didn't do it because I kind of figured it wouldn't work, but I wouldn't put the filter on before sliding in the body, because you're gonna have to make it go through those fenders, and those side fenders are pretty thin. So the engine barely fits in there alone, but I'm pretty sure the filter will not fit. So if I were you, just glue the filter on at the very last. That's what I did. But the engine is a very cute 4-cylinder in there. Very small engine for such a small truck, but it works perfect. Back in the 70s, you know, this is a top-notch truck, Datsun and a Toyota. So these things never break. I looked up some history on this truck because I thought it was super interesting. I actually went to Wikipedia. So it has a VL engine. Remember how that is? It's 0 to 60 in 22 seconds. That's, you know, that's typical back then. And the horsepower is only 96 horsepower. And then the towing capacity, I'm actually very surprised. Towing capacity is barely above 2,000 pounds. So that's a small truck. So, but I'm sure it worked back then. A lot of guys back in the 70s. So I guess you can't really complain. But these days, compared to these days trucks, that's nothing. Because 2,000 pounds, you know, that's really nothing to trucks these days. Trucks these days can carry up to like 20 to 30,000 pounds, but just barely over 2,000 pounds. That I just kind of find that surprising on the Wikipedia website. So I just had to throw that in there. It's pretty funny, but that's pretty much about it. Overall, a fun kit. I do recommend it. Either way you build it, stock, which is what this version is, modified, which you get these Goodyear endurance tires for. And then you get the highly modified, and you get tons of chrome parts. You get 4 exhaust tips, comes out on the side, and the smokers that goes on top. I didn't really see me doing that because I didn't really think this truck would look good in that, because it's such a small engine and such a if you would do that, if I would have done that, I would have had to put turbo in this engine. If I would have done that, I probably had to put like 4 turbos in this engine to make it actual correct. But I do like the stock one. I love the stock one. It's very cool. But other than that, that's gonna wrap up this 48-hour group build. And those who joined in, I enjoyed watching all you guys' videos. I watch every single video out there. I'm sorry I couldn't comment on any of you guys' videos because, well, I was too busy working on this thing. But I was watching, hitting the like button, and I was keeping up to date on you guys, and on Facebook too. Facebook was fun. YouTube, watching you guys do update videos every single day. So that was very fun. But like I said, I apologize I couldn't comment, but I'm gonna go back and try to comment on many videos as possible tonight. But other than that, a fun group build. Definitely gonna join next year. I'm not sure what I'm gonna build next year. Probably not Doom Buggy, because apparently this is my theme. Because the first year I done a Datsun pickup by Revell, then I done Doom Buggy, and then, well, did another Datsun. So, but who knows what we're gonna do next year. But other than that, that's gonna wrap up this year's 48-hour group build. A fun group build. if you couldn't join in this year, I really hope you can join in next year. It is a lot of fun. But until my next video, I'm gonna have a little slideshow of this in a photo booth. But until my next video, we're gonna get the Magnum back on the bench and back to our regularly scheduled videos with my intros and music and stuff. But until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.